Living for God is about more than giving money. It's about trying to include God in every part of your day. It's about asking yourself before every choice you make, does this honor God? I could copy my friend's homework or do the work myself, like I'm supposed to. I'm gonna do the work. Or ask yourself, does what I'm about to do show love to others? My friend didn't get me anything for my birthday. Should I get even by giving her nothing? Or should I forgive her? Well, I did already wrap it. She's gonna love it. If you ask yourself those questions, it'll help keep your mind on God. It'll help you think about how Jesus lived and loved others. This probably won't become a habit overnight. That's why the one thing to remember today is this: practice living for God. The more you practice asking yourself, does this honor God? And does this show love to others? The more natural it becomes. It feels good to commit to something and stick to it. I'm glad I committed to running a 5K. I feel stronger and healthier, and between you and me, I think I'm going to start training for another one. But first, we celebrate! See you around!
Wow. Today's story. You know, it's a good reminder. It's a good reminder for all of us that we all have something to give. And God, He looks down and He is so proud of us when we give, not out of like the extra that we have, but out of like almost the need of what we have, out of the little that we have. That's why it means so much to me when I come in on a Sunday and we do offering and I see you guys give your offering, and I am telling you, your generosity is amazing because you're little kids. You don't have a lot of money. It's not like you go to work Monday through Friday, you're putting in those long hours, you're getting them big paychecks. No, you're at school, you're at home, you're doing stuff. Like, you don't make a lot. You get maybe a little bit of an allowance. I appreciate so much, and man, I appreciate it because I know that God appreciates it and He loves it. And so this story today, man, the bottom line that we are just gonna land this plane on, the plane of the month of May, is practice living for God. Everything else that we've talked about falls into that, because if you are living for God, you're talking to Him, you are checking in, you are having your actions act out the things that you're learning and the things that you're believing, and you are doing things with a God-minded heart. You are being kind and you are being courteous and you are thinking of others above yourself. And that is an amazing thing. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this month. I know I have. I have to admit, I'm pretty excited about next month though, because we've got a double header coming into June and July, getting us ready for VBS. That's a little sign language if you didn't know. There it is. VBS is coming in July 12th through the 15th. It is going to be amazing. It is going to be live, happening in-house. That's right. None of this online. You're going to come in. You're going to be a part of things. We're going to make sure that it is live and in action. It's going to be really fun. I'm getting stoked. The theme is press play. It's got a really sweet like 80s, 90s vibe. There's going to be a lot of musical, elements, little like, I don't know. It's going to be awesome. There's a lot of neon, which I'm not mad about. Not mad about it. I'm excited. I love me some neon. I love me some color. So it's going to be really fun. If you haven't signed up for VBS yet, you can go to the church website. You can go to the FL website, and you can get all the information. You can go on Facebook. There's links for it on there. And sign up, register, so we can make sure that we have everything that we need for you guys to be able to have an amazing week. Hey, parents, I don't know about you, but your kids are at VBS all week. Why not be a part of it? There's also a place that you can register to sign up to help. Let me just tell you, It's an amazing week. It is a life-changing week. You will have as much fun as the kids, 100% guarantee, because our crew is super fun. We have a good time, and watching these kids experience this is like amazing. So keep it in mind. Just throwing that out there for you if you're in the background listening to this. Join us. It's going to be so much fun. If you're not helping and actually helping with the kids and being a part of that element, we do also have the entire week just a place for the parents to hang. There'll be some light refreshments. There is some good resource there that you can like look through and see, and then just hang with other parents talking about how crazy your kids are. I mean awesome, like crazy awesome. That's what I meant. Not that they're crazy. Definitely not. All right, guys, that's it from Miss Val. Hopefully you guys have an amazing week and a wonderful, wonderful extended weekend. Enjoy this last couple little weeks or days till school is over and summer is finally here. Have a great weekend, and we will catch you next week. Peace out from Miss Val. Hey guys, Miss Val here, coming at you for week number 5. That's right, I said week number 5. That was a little pitchy, I apologize. Acoustics not great in this room. But anyway, we are excited that you have been joining along with us all month as we have been learning about commitment. And what's commitment? Making a plan and putting it into action. I love it. Now in today's story, we are going to be in the book of Mark. It's in the New Testament, not the old one, the new one. It's towards the end of the Bible, Matthew, Mark, so it's the second book in the New Testament. I always like to help you guys figure out where stuff is at in there because it can be hard to navigate. So if you're going to get your Bible today so you can be a part of the story, make sure that you do that. This next little bit is going to be a good time for it. And we're going to be hearing a story again about Jesus with his disciples, and they are around a bunch of people who have a lot of money. That's kind of like, you know, the situation that they're in. And then this widow comes in who doesn't have a lot, but she gives all that she has. You know, in this moment, Jesus takes time to say, guys, stop what you're doing. This is a big deal. And I love that. So I'm excited for you guys to be able to hear the story, get a little deeper into the scoop. I don't know why I like that. I just do. And get ready to learn, because it is a good story. It's a good reminder for us that we can practice living for God. It's one thing to just talk about something. We all know that. You can have really good intentions, but until you actually put the action into it and start doing it, not a lot changes. And so this story is very encouraging today. It encourages me. Hopefully it encourages you. But right now, before that gets started, we've got something really important to do. What is it? Ate breakfast already. I got dressed. Brushed my teeth. I was just checking. Do you guys ever forget? Very rarely, but sometimes you're like, ooh, I didn't brush my teeth. But I did that. Oh, it's time for worship. So you guys get ready, get up on your feet, get warmed up, get your stretches on. Oh, I think there's going to be some hand raising today. Oh, some of this. Get ready to sing along. That's right. Practice using your voice. Listen, just a reminder, in the Bible, it does not say make a perfectly on-pitch, beautiful sound unto the Lord. It says make a joyful noise. Who knows that sometimes joyful noises don't sound that great, but they are just happy. And so it's okay. So join along in singing, dancing, and get ready. It's going to be awesome, and I will catch you after our story today.
for me are good. You hold my future. You're working all the time. You're the mountain mover. From sunrise to sunset, till the sun comes back up again. You're by my side. You started a good work in me. I know that you will complete it. You will see it through, yeah. I know that you're still working on me. And everything that you say you'll do, 'cause I believe that you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful. I'll trust your every word, 'cause I believe that you're working for my good. Yes, you're committed. From sunrise to sunset, till the sun comes back up again. You're by my side. You started a good work in me. I know that you will complete it. You will see it through, yeah. I know that you're still working on me. And everything that you say you'll do, 'cause I believe that you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful. You are my hope, you are my future. You are the mountain mover. You are faithful. You are my hope, you are my future. You are the mountain mover. You are faithful. You started a good work in me. I know that you will complete it. You will see it through, yeah. I know that you're still working on me. And everything that you say you'll do, 'cause I believe that you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful.
Hey everyone! I'm Erica, and I just ran a 5K race this afternoon! I didn't win, but I also didn't give up. I made it all the way to the finish line, so it's time to celebrate! Yeah! Oh man, I have been training all month for this race, so it has taken a lot of commitment. Commitment is making a plan and putting it into practice. I made a plan, and I practiced a lot. All that running. And strength training. And even training my brain. For a month, it's like training has been my life. Like, I thought about this race constantly. When I decided what to eat, when I chose how to spend my time, from morning until night, I kept my mind on the race. That's what you gotta do when you truly commit to something. Like, you've gotta live like it's important to you. Today's story is about a woman who lived her whole life that way. I'll see you when you get back. I've gotta get this party started!
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Mark, chapter 12. verses 41 through 44.
When Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey the week before Passover, the crowds were excited.
Hosanna! Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna! In the name of the Lord!
But the religious leaders were not.
He's turning the world upside down.
We'll have to fix that, won't we?
All week, the religious leaders sent men to try trapping Jesus with trick questions.
Teacher, is it right to pay taxes to Caesar?
Every time, Jesus gave a wise answer that caught them off guard.
Give back to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give back to God what belongs to God.
Jesus knew the religious leaders were so puffed up with pride, they didn't want people to listen to anyone else. Jesus even warned the crowds about them.
Watch out for the teachers of the law. They love to have the most important seats. They take over the houses of widows. They say long prayers to show off.
One afternoon, Jesus and his disciples visited the temple. They sat down to rest for a moment across from the box where people came to put money they offered to God. Perhaps the disciples, mostly poor fishermen themselves, were impressed by the rich men giving gifts.
Check out his robes.
I think they actually might be silk.
Jesus watched the rich men dropping handfuls of gold coins into the box. He knew that, like the religious leaders, they were proud to show how important they were.
Check this out, world. Money, money, money. Always sunny in a rich man's world.
Even though these wealthy men were giving impressive amounts of money, Jesus knew they had so much, this was easy for them. Simply a drop in the bucket.
Huh. She looks a little out of place.
The next person in line clearly wasn't wealthy. In fact, her patched robe showed she didn't have an extra cent to spare.
A widow, probably.
At that time, if a woman's husband died, she had no way to earn money and often had to live on next to nothing.
2 pennies?
How's that gonna help anyone?
Jesus was watching the woman too, but he saw something different, something more.
Come over here, all of you.
The disciples gathered around Jesus.
What I'm about to tell you is true. That poor widow has put more into the offering box than all the others.
Jesus' friends tried to sort it out.
Excuse me, pennies versus gold?
You couldn't buy an order of fish nuggets with that.
Jesus knew what his disciples were thinking.
The others all gave a lot because they are rich, but she gave even though she is poor. She put in everything she had. That was all she had to live on.
Oh.
When you put it like that.
The rich men, like the religious leaders, were concerned with what things looked like on the outside. They didn't want to give in a big way that might force them to change on the inside. But the poor woman, who had almost nothing, chose to give everything. And Jesus saw her heart and knew that her pennies were worth far more than the rich man's gold.
Nobody else thought a poor woman giving 2 small coins was a big deal. But Jesus saw the truth. Other people gave because they were rich. This woman gave everything she had because she was putting her trust in God. She was living for Him. And that's something to celebrate.